Good morning, everyone. It's Debbie, and it is a very snowy morning here in the Appalachian Mountains. So I thought I'd run out here in my pajamas and get some. Don't worry, I have a house coat on. I'm not too cold. But yeah, isn't it lovely? So I better get off here and get back in the house. Talk to y'all again soon. Bye. Okay, everyone, I ran back out my back door, and yeah, it's starting to snow again, and snowflakes are falling on my head. Instead of raindrops, it snows. And yes, I've been taking just a broom because it's not too thick and trying to clean the snow off, darlings. So I am it's a wet snow, which means that it would make great snowballs. So figured my patio furniture covers did show up. They're still in transit. I've never had anything I order off Amazon be this late. Okay, I'm going to get back off here and talk to y'all again soon. Bye. Hello, everyone. I'm going to try my best to keep myself out of this. This is my electric pressure cooker. I think they call them something else. This one is fairly old. So I am going to make beef stew my way. Now, these are just, well, that's a good start. Forget what you even got, right? Cube steak, I might remember. And I just bought these yesterday at the grocery store. And what I am going to do is to cut them into pieces because, as we all know, cube steak has a tendency to be a little tough. I really prefer minute steak. Okay, let's see. Let me get me a little plastic cutting board. I'm going to scoot that down there. And what I am going to do is to try and cut them into little pieces because we're going to pressure cook them. There's some tough fat or whatever, but I am going to cut this into little cubes. I know most people get the little cube meat or stewing meat, but I don't know. I just really prefer these. I actually wanted minute steak for sure, but could not find them at all. So I put a little olive oil in there, and I am going to start dropping these in. And it's going to take me a while, so I think I'm going to have to pause and come back. Because, it is on the... I think I need a better knife, too. So, I'll be back in a little. Okay, everyone, I'm back. So, I've already cubed it all up, and I am going to, sprinkle a little bit of flour out here and try to coat them just a tiny bit so that I like a gravy-like consistency with my in my beef stew. I don't like it real watery. I meant, Everybody's different, so here we go. I'm going to put it in there, and has some already had in there and didn't have. There. Just kind of stir them all together. Nothing's hot yet. I haven't got this thing turned on. I'm going to go ahead and dust the rest of that in there and put that over into the what a mess. Let me move my flour out of the way. And yeah, so I'll come back. I gotta clean this up and wash my hands, and I'll be back in a few. Okay, everyone, there is the stew. It's browned. Don't want to get it, you're not going to get it totally done because we're going to pressure cook it. We're going to make those so tender that you'll think it's hamburger. So, okay, everyone, as you can see, there is the beef that has stewed in there. It still feels tough, but that nice little roux with that oil is going to make us a gorgeous broth. I am going to add some organic beef broth, only about half of it, because, let's see, it has a fill line here. There. That's about all the liquid you can have, I believe. I hope so. Now, we're going to add our carrots and celery right now. Woo! And we will let this cook for about 10 minutes because we want to get the carrots done and the meat and the celery because they are our toughest vegetables. Then we will stop it, let the steam off, and I'll show you how to let the steam off. Yes, it is scary, even for me sometimes. But, let me get it. Oh, wait. Let's set it on 10 minutes. Start. Okay. Now, it won't start steaming. I've got my valve closed. And, yeah, I'll be back when the timer's gone off and it's time to open it up and see how things have cooked. Okay, everyone, I just wanted to correct something. I know in the beginning I put about half of this in, so I ended up remembering, so I had to take about half. I had to take all but about a cup of it back out because the vegetables are going to make liquid themselves once they start steaming and cooking. So only put most of your things like this come with a little measuring cup. So about a cup of liquid to pressure cook is about all you need. It's more like steaming pressure cooking because you are locking in all the flavors. So yeah, don't do what I did. Just do as I say. Only 1 cup of liquid. That's all you need. And most of them have a book and a guidelines on the inside of the this is a non-stick container. So far it hasn't gotten hot, and it is warm to the touch, but it's not hot. So I just wanted to correct that. So please watch the video before you do anything. Bye. Be back soon. Okay, everyone. It's time for us to take the pressure off. And yeah, it's going to be loud. So don't be scared. I usually take something like a pot holder and grab it and that way we can check. Woo, you get a steam bath. But these newer ones, this one I've had about 6 or 7 years, and it is an older one, but in my opinion, they're a lot safer than the ones that my mom used and her mom used. So yeah. Then we are going to add our potatoes and onions, and we will steam or pressure cook for about 10 more minutes. Yeah, there. Trying to keep myself out because I'm a mess, as usual. It is a snowy day here, and I figured it was so good to make beef stew. Hey, it's okay, baby girl. Okay, I'm going to pause and we'll get off. Sorry, my little dog was getting scared because she hears the beeping noise of everything. Alright, now to push it, and I like to lift away from me so the steam does not come up into my face. Set the lid there. Okay, let's see. Alright. Let me grab a fork and see if this is done. Whoops. Here, let me turn my light back on. Alright. The potato, or the, oh yeah, carrots are, they're there. Let me see about the meat. Oh. Meat is still just a little bit tough. So, let me grab my potatoes and onions. And I'm going to add them into the pot. There we go. Potatoes and onions. And I think I will add just a smidge more of this broth. There. Not too much, maybe another half a cup. Alright. Yes, I know, love. Now, I'm going to add some salt. Just a little. Probably about a half a teaspoon. You know, you salt to taste. I'm going to add some black pepper. And we are going to lid up. And where it still is warm and it's got some air pressure on it. Let me close that back. Alright, we're going to set it back for 10 minutes and hit start again. And I will be back in a bit. Okay, everyone, it's time to turn off, and it is time to let the steam off for the second time. Okay. Okay, everyone, I'm back, and now we're going to take the lid off. Remember, always take the lid off and tilt it away from you so that the steam does not rush up into your face. Down into the. Alright. Let's stir some of this around. Oh, yeah. Let me check the potatoes. Oh, yes, they're very much done. Now, let me get a piece of this meat. And we will see just how tender it is. It is still just, oh, it tried to escape. It still has a little firmness to it. I might try steaming it or pressure cooking it for maybe another 5 minutes and see if we can totally get that meat done. Close that back off. Oh, it's got so much heat and steam built up. Sometimes it's hard to get it. Okay, let me keep that open. Oh, come on. There. Now close that off. Okay. Yeah, I still have it plugged up to the electric. So we are going to, I'm going to set this for 5 more minutes. Turn it back on because it's plenty hot in there. So hopefully 5 more minutes will get the meat perfectly tender. I should have pressure cooked the meat a lot longer by itself before I started adding things in. But you know, sometimes you just have to work with it. And then when I get back, we will add all of our beef broth in there, and sure, we'll see what we got. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, everyone, we're back, and this is our 3rd time of letting the steam off, and I'm pretty sure this time everything's done. So, here we go. We are going to add our broth, and I am going to add this little flavor pack of beef. It's like a bouillon, but it's in like a gel. I mean, you can buy them in the stores with the beef broth and stuff. So it's just stock to give an extra bit of beef flavor. So I hope this has turned out wonderful, and I hope I've made it easy as I possibly can. I mean, you know, I'm just a home cook, kind of worked with my dad when I was younger. He always let me work with him in the kitchen, and my mom, even though sometimes I got on her nerves, but she was one of those people that when she cooked, she didn't want anybody in the kitchen with her hardly. But as she got older, then she learned to appreciate the help. And I learned quite a bit along the way. Sometimes I forget it because where I don't cook every day, since, you know, there's not a lot of people coming around now or anything like that. So, alright. I'll pause for a second while that finishes, and we'll be back. Okay, everyone, we're back, and it's time. Oh, do you see that? It would, if the steam is not let out enough, it will not let you open that. And this really isn't hot. It's just quite warm to the touch. So there's actually no way of me getting burned. As you see, I'm leaving my hands on there. And yeah, that's what I like about these things. Ooh, my hands are cold. That actually feels good. Cold hands, warm heart, they say. Okay, there. Now, remember, we pick the lid up and we face it away from us. Because we don't want that steam coming up in our face. I've done that way too many times. There. Now, I am going to go ahead and unplug from the electric and bring it over here just a little closer. Oh my goodness, it's heavy because it is so full. And I just did, because I let the first set of vegetables cook down, it made room for these, so it brought everything up to, let me show you. You see that line right there? That is the fill line. Because if you get above that, you're going to have splitters and splatters and things. All the juices trying to ooze out around the sides. But it does have this little lip around here, although it's a dickens to clean. But this little pot does come out, that one. Alright, now, let's put this in here. If I can get it open. Well, we might add it if I can get it open, right? Come on. There. Ugh. Some of these are so hard to open. Come on, Debbie, don't flip it out all over the place. Okay. Going to give it a little squeeze, and it should come out. Now we're going to add the rest of our broth. And, well, let's see. Let me get my spoon. Let me get that down in there so it can melt. Oh, yeah. Okay. There. And pour some more of that in there. Actually, I don't think I really need any more broth. So I will just stick this in the fridge and I can use it to make some gravy. Don't put it in my fridge right now. Oh. As I find some place to sit it. There we go. Now. Alright. There we go. Yeah. So, grab a hold of my phone so it don't flip out there. I just wanted to show everyone what this looks like. You see all the pieces of beef and the potatoes and the carrots and onions. And yeah, everything looks gorgeous, doesn't it? I hope you're seeing it good. There we go. My version of beef stew. I hope you all enjoyed this. As the phone kind of fogged up, but I'll talk to you all again soon. I think I have another video of where I'm trying to do my nails. We all know how those go. So I'll talk to you all again soon. I hope you have a blessed week. Bye. Okay, everyone, I'm back. Look at the beautiful potatoes and the carrots. Let me try just a bite of the beef. Oh my gosh, it is so tender. That is good. I'm a big potato person too. I do believe it could have used just a little bit more salt. But, yeah. There's the beef. Oh my God, that is so good. Huh, let's get that little bite of carrot. Yes, Mommy will give you a little bite of beef. My little dog is so excited. What do you want? You want a bite of beef? Hold on. Are you ready? Gently. Was that good? You swallowed it. You didn't even know what it tastes like. You swallowed it too fast. Yes, you did. Hey, say bye, everybody. Bye. Okay, everyone. I am going to take these scraps out to the corner of my yard, way back here. I have potato hulls and onions and some celery scraps that I am just going to pour there for a bunny rabbit or squirrel, whatever lives here. All right. Well, I just thought I'd show you what I did with my scraps. Talk to y'all again later. Bye. Okay, everyone, I have got this dished up and ready to freeze. I'm letting it cool down a whole lot more. It's pretty much almost, yeah, actually I think it is to room temperature because the bowls feel very cool. So I will put them in the freezer once I put the lids on. Don't be afraid to freeze food. I mean, if you make it fresh that day and you know, it's going, when you heat it up, it's going to taste, to me, just the same. But that's just my preference. Okay, now I've washed and cleaned my pressure cooker, and I am getting ready to put it away. There is a little tiny drip cup. Usually it never gets dirty, but I do like to take it out and wash it. And yes, it's pretty narrow at the bottom. Sometimes I have to take some Q-tips and get the worst out, and then just drop it in a little dish water and let it soak for a little bit, and then, you know, let it air dry before you put it back on. Now it is time to put the lid on. This is going to be kind of hard to do one-handed. There. And while I do store it, I always leave the valve open because where I wash the lid and stuff, there could be a little liquid inside there, so I want it to dry out. And there was one thing I forgot to mention, is when I was using the pressure cooker, I was using a weight to put on there because, like I said, this is an older one, and this is not as tight as seal as it used to be back when it was brand new. We never had to worry about that, but now, yeah, I do. So sometimes I don't have to use this, but if I start seeing a little stream of steam constantly coming out, it's okay if a puff here and there, but if you start hearing that noise, that means it's probably leaking, and there's really no way to fix it. Just add some weight to it. Make sure it's something metal that will not melt. So that's my little tip. Sorry I didn't mention that while I was doing that. I guess I just slipped my mind. So I've got my mess all cleaned up, and I'm getting ready to go put this back away on the shelf where I keep it. So talk to you all again soon. Bye. Hey everyone, here I was, thought I was done, but you know what? I did take the gasket out, and I like to wash it and let it air dry, and I had forgotten to put it back in. But it is very simple to pull them out and put them back in. They go back behind that little wire. It's usually, see, once you get it started, it goes in really well. But it's still a little wet. So what I am going to do is, if I can get it, now I can't get it back out. And I'm doing this one-handed. So, oh my God. There, woo, we got it. So I'm going to leave it out and just kind of place it down in there. And since I'm going to hurry and get this put away, I'm actually just going to kind of leave the lid kind of at a sideways thing so air can, see, get in there. And I'm going to store it that way for at least a day. And I'll go back and check on it. And I did leave my valve open, but we'll do that anyway. So, I think that's all. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure that's everything you need to know. Talk to you later. Bye.